Bragging Rights is a Brattleboro regional advocacy group, BRAG, production.
Madam President! Madam President, yes!
As your BRAG president, I support everyone's rights. I will be the voice of the people. This is our time.
Hello and welcome to Bragging Rights. I am Mike, Bragg's Vice President.
I am Emma, Bragg's President. Welcome to our show.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you, Phil, our wonderful at-large member. I am Jenny, Bragg's secretary. We are excited to have a different self-advocate host each month and share their own unique perspective by interviewing meaningful people in their lives.
So you see, it's a talk show for everyone. Check out this episode. I would like to introduce you to my friend Julie Cunningham. Welcome, Julie.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you.
Before we start, Mike has something to say.
Thank you, Susan. I want to let everyone know that this month is Disability Pride Month. People with disabilities are an essential part of our community. We contribute just like anyone else. With that in mind, Bragg is celebrating our Pride this month by helping others in our community. We are collecting food for the Putney Food Shelf. Some of our self-advocates volunteer there, and we know they serve a lot of people in the area. We also planted some vegetables in our garden to give to them.
Mike, can we give food to Families First for the Putney Food Shelf?
Great question. We want everyone to help, but if you are not part of Families First, please donate food directly to the food shelf. Or you can give money to them in our name if you want. Or you can find another way to help our community and celebrate Disability Pride with us. Is that helpful?
Yeah, great answer, Mike. Thank you.
I hope you all enjoy the month of July. And remember to take pride in yourself. Whether or not you have a disability. Now on to our interview. Julie, we invited you onto the show today because you work very, very hard to run Families First and keep this agency going to give us self-advocates, the services we need. How did you first start at Families First?
Oh, that's a trip down memory lane.
What does an executive director do? What does your day-to-day look like?
Wow, okay. This is my 26th year as executive director. I started in 1999, and it's really a different job than when I first started. When I started, we only had the one small office in Wilmington. We were serving about 40 to 45 kids and teenagers. We didn't serve any adults back then. We were mostly serving kids under children's personal care. We only had 7 of the waivers, the comprehensive service package that most self-advocates have now. and we had a very small budget. So what happened is when that first cohort of teenagers left school at 21, 22, we looked around and tried to see what people were doing for adult services. And to be honest, we weren't really that impressed. We thought that there was a lot of people not fully engaged. Maybe there was a lot of people kind of stuck at home watching a lot of TV, not together as a community. And so I think it was in maybe 2002, 2003, we had the first peer group. Trying to think who would have been around then. I think Adam Crocker was around then. And that was at a direct support professional's house because we didn't have the office in Brattleboro yet. And then once we bought the building in Brattleboro on Butterfly Lane, that's when it really took off. That was 2007, 2008, I think. And that's when we really started engaging directly with self-advocates saying, what do you all want? How do you want the shape of your days to look like? And we heard a lot of, I want time to spend with my friends. I want to learn skills of independent living. I want to learn something about a subject, or I want to teach something. So we started partnering with, at that time it was called Global Campus, but but now it's peer teaching and learning, which I think is a fabulous, amazing lifelong learning opportunity for everybody.
How things can change in that amount of long time.
Yeah, really.
Yes, yeah. And then I think what we saw over the pandemic was more and more, even though that was a hard time for everybody, and particularly people with disabilities, because people with disabilities can already struggle with being isolated and not being able to access the community. But what we did learn was that self-advocates, particularly our BRAG officers, could take the leadership role. And so what happened in a lot of those meetings over Zoom is you all were facilitating those meetings. And I feel a little bit badly that it took that for the light bulb to go off, that you all are the ones who should be setting the agendas, who should be developing the programming, you should be leading the programming. And people like Laura and I, we really are just here to support you in getting the kind of meaningful day-to-day programs that speak to you and that everybody enjoys.
Except for I was just joined Family Stores in 2013, and then Susan joined a couple years after me.
Well,
I remember very clearly meeting you both for the first time.
That's a good story.
Okay.
Do you like your job?
I love my job. And I have to say, so these are stressful times. We're in an uncertain period, both with what's happening on the federal government, with potential cuts to Medicaid. I do keep getting assurances that people with disabilities, your funding is going to be maintained. But there might be some hurdles and some more bureaucracy that they're adding to this that worries me. So I need to be honest to say I'm worried about it.
Yeah. It's good to tell your honest opinion.
Yes.
It's good to be honest with everybody.
And I'm worried about it too.
Yeah, me too.
And then we're doing these big changes as our state. As you all know, we're moving to conflict-free case management.
Exactly.
So every individual in services needs to have an independent case manager. That's a change for all of us.
Yeah, it is.
And then there's payment reform. So instead of the individual budgets that we've had for so long, what's going to be happening is people are going to be assigned a tiered funding. And so I'm a little bit worried about that because I want to make sure everybody still has what they need.
That's true. Is that a funding together, or is that just is that the same? Is that an independent funding, or what is that?
What's
The
that
care
mean?
funding.
It's
What's
still
that mean?
funding through Medicaid.
Yeah.
But they're reforming it because there's been some worries for some time about, as more people with disabilities need these services, how can the state of Vermont do the best it can in making sure everybody has something?
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
your turn.
Okay. What did you did before? What do you did before?
Oh, well, well, first of all, I wanted to follow up on this, the previous question to say, sometimes I go to a lot of meetings around the state, and they can be very stressful. And I sometimes don't agree with the things that I'm hearing, which I think I see you laugh. Those of you who know me,
Yes.
I don't really do well with that.
No.
No, I know you don't.
Yes, and I bring my passionate advocacy. I'm always thinking of our community. How is this going to impact the people that I know and love?
Right.
So those are stressful meetings, and I sometimes, kind of come out of them tearing my hair out. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But then all I need to do is run into one of you, or my office is right above the program space,
Yes.
and so I can often hear you all. I can hear music group. I can hear a lively karaoke session, or
good.
or even just a spirited meeting. I can hear that, and it grounds me in reality of, oh, this is why I do what I do.
That's good to know.
And then immediately all the other stressors go away. Because
Okay.
what we do, we have something really special
Okay.
at our organization.
What do you do for fun
Wait.
outside?
Yeah,
of
I was
school?
going to answer then. I sort of went back to your question.
Yeah.
So I always thought that I was going to work just with kids. And so when I first started in human services, I worked for Early Ed Services as a home visitor. And I was working with mostly teen moms who had babies either 5 years old or younger. So I did that for, I think, 3 or 4 years. And then I decided to go back to social work school. And then in my social work program, I actually worked in the Springfield, Mass. Public schools for 1 year.
Wow.
And I worked in Greenfield, Mass. and their mental health agency called Clinical Support Options for 1 year.
Wow.
And that is actually when I started working with elders and a few people with disabilities. That was my first opportunity to work with this population. And then after I graduated, I worked at HCRS for 3 years. I was in the family crisis program. I was a social worker for family crisis. And then I did 1 year as the school-based therapist in Wilmington High School.
Wow.
And that's when, and Families First had just started. I'm the second executive director. So I was hired at the end of my 3rd year at HCRS. And that was in 1999.
Wow.
So I've been,
Wow.
most of my career has been with Families First.
Yes,
Wow.
that's great. That's
That's
really
great.
good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Your turn, Mike.
What do you do for fun outside for work? Outside of work.
Well, I love to walk and hike. And that's been a little bit of struggle lately because my knees have worn out. I have to get new knees. So I'm getting my first knee replaced on August 4th, and the second one hopefully later this fall. Yes, yep.
Gonna hurt.
I know it's going to hurt.
Gonna be out for.
I have to say, I'm 2% scared. I'm 98% excited because I can't. I don't know if you all noticed this at our last Voices and Choices,
Yeah.
the statewide conference for people with disabilities. There's a really fun dance the first night.
Yeah.
I couldn't dance this year. I could dance a little bit by holding onto a chair.
Oh.
So if I can't dance, I can't do yoga, I can't walk, and I can't hike. I'm not doing that well. So I really need new knees, and then I will be back to the things I really love
Right.
to do outside of work.
Right, because I have
Yeah.
I have a friend who had both knees done, and it works good. So I'm just letting you know, good luck on that.
Good luck on that. And
Thank you.
Hopefully,
And it's been a little bit of a lesson for me of the people in our community who struggle with mobility, because I have to think every time. I can't do stairs, so I have to look for an elevator,
Right.
or I need 2 banisters, or I actually have a handicap sticker or card for my car now.
Yes.
Because I can't walk long distances. So,
Right.
yeah, it's been a good learning curve for me.
How's Jay?
Well, that's another good question. So some people, both in the Families First community and wider Brattleboro community, know that 2 years ago, my husband Jay Cook had a massive stroke, and it was a really scary day. I actually had to perform CPR on him that morning, and he got airlifted to Dartmouth, and we were in Dartmouth for 6 weeks. And he's had to relearn a lot of things. He's had to basically relearn lots of what we talk about in our world of independent skills, of making sure he knows how to cook a simple meal for himself, and learning how to figure out how to get. He can't drive anymore.
Right.
So he walks or rides his bike. But I will say the interesting thing about Jay is that he's a musician.
Right, he is.
And even when he was at Dartmouth in really rough shape after the brain surgery, there's a beautiful piano in the hallway of at Dartmouth, and we, him and the nurse and I, we wheeled him up to it.
Oh, wow.
And he just played.
Oh, amazing.
So
Amazing.
he never forgot how to play music.
Oh, wow.
And also, interestingly, he can't read anymore. He can't read a book anymore,
Right.
but he can read music.
That is kinda-
that's so
that's,
amazing, but that's
It's wild, isn't
That's
it?
why he can read music, but he can't read.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Sometimes his brain can't read, but his brain could read music.
Right.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
That's good interesting.
Yeah. So I become a caregiver partner in many ways, although I'm doing less and less now. But when the stroke first happened, he wasn't safe to be home alone.
Right.
And so I had to hire a direct support professional, a caregiver, the wonderful Evan Lincoln. So shout out to Evan Lincoln. And now that we're reducing hours because Jay needs less support,
Right.
Evan has started working at Families First.
Wow.
Wow.
And a beautiful full circle moment. Yes.
That's a
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah.
a really good story for Jay.
When are you going? How many vacations have you taken this year, and how many more do you plan on taking? I
Well,
just thought that would be a good
thank you for asking that, because I actually think, it's really important for everyone who works in human services and who works at Families First. And I said this a lot to our amazing direct support professionals, our service coordinators, our administrative staff. Take your vacations. We all need a vacation, right?
Correct.
Yes.
We all need breaks. We need time to recuperate and replenish ourselves. And I am going to do that. Except this year, I'm saving up all my time for my knee replacement surgeries.
That's true.
Yes.
So you're saving
yeah.
up all the vacation time
Most
for
of
that.
it. Most of it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah. I'm taking a few days off at the end of this week because Jay's family has their family reunion in northern Vermont.
So this Thursday and Friday.
Yes. I'm taking a long weekend. Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. Nice long
4
weekend.
day.
Yes. Yep. Cool.
That's
Yes.
a good long day.
Yes.
Do you like where you live?
I love where I live, and I have to say, so many things changed for me after Jay's stroke because, we all know that Brattleboro is a small town.
Yes, it is.
And sometimes, maybe there's times you wish you could be a little bit anonymous, because every time I go out, I run into someone. But I have to say that our close-knit community in Brattleboro just wrapped around Jay and I with so much love.
That's good.
And
That's
so
good.
much support. And sometimes people just dropped off a casserole at our house,
Oh, that's so sweet.
or
also
checked in
nice.
with us. Can I take Jay to an appointment for you, Julie? And
Oh, that's so nice.
yes, and that's
That's
what we
so
have in
sweet.
Brattleboro, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
good
because we
community.
really know each other, and I
Yeah.
feel like we take care of each
Yeah,
other.
we got community.
Yes, it's a great community.
All right.
Yes, thank you to Julie for joining us for this interview.
Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed this, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all the future interviews that you all will be doing.
Thank you.
This is Catherine. This is my first time being on BCTV, but it's not my first time talking in front of a big audience. I spoke at my graduation, and also I have been spoken at the State House. I am a self-advocate and have been with Families First for 16 years, since 2009. Self-advocates speak up for what we believe in, what we feel, and for each other. DSP Appreciation Week is coming 7th to 13th. This video was made last year. What DSPs mean to us and help people understand what they do to help self-advocates. I would like to share it with you.
Self-advocates talk about DSPs. This presentation is created and brought to you by the Families First Bragg Inclusion Task Force, funded by the Cultural and Linguistic Competence Grant from the Vermont Developmental Disabilities Council.
Families First is an agency in southern Vermont that provides person-centered support for people with disabilities so they can experience full and true lives.
This was is citizen. My massage is me and was power the chosen to present.
Their vision is to create an environment where people with disabilities are valued and respected as contributing members of the community.
I don't know how many years, but I've been with Families First, but you guys are all amazing, and you guys are my second family to me, and I love it.
Clients served by Families First are self-advocates. Each self-advocate has a whole team of people at Families First that supports them in their goals.
I love being a part of Families First. Families First means a lot to me. It's a developmental disability agency with people with disabilities, people who have different programs like 24-hour programs, people who are learning how to live on their own, people who need to have supports with their anxieties, and people who need to learn how to control their money really well, do budgeting. And it's a very, very fun agency. They do fun stuff. They have DSPs that help the clients out. They do fun trips and fun peer groups and stuff, and help the clients schedule their days in. I have DSPs.
A DSP is a direct support professional. They are skilled professionals who help people with IDD, intellectual and developmental disabilities, participate in their communities.
Some things about my DSP, or any DSP, they are there to talk to if we need help, or whatever we are feeling or anything like that.
Like my DSP, they take me up for coffee in the mornings. They take me to game time. I mean, sometimes they take me to game time, and they take me to a gym. They take me to cooking class, and it's just nice.
Well, my DSP helps me, you see, with editing, writing things like proper grammar and adding some words for them as well.
DSPs help people with IDD become integrated into their communities and live as independently as possible.
They help clients with things that they need.
Like what?
Like support and like community, and like in-person in the goals.
I get to go out in the community.
They help me with my feelings. Make me happy, excited, and powerful.
They're teaching me how to like stay within a certain budget. I also appreciate them looking out for me, being there for me, and being like another person to vent to.
Self-advocates work with Families First and their DSPs to achieve many goals, including educational, employment, and social.
And I feel like I am more powerful, stronger person than I was. But I have been doing a lot of things like swimming, basketball, all the stuff, and I learned in the past and trying to go to college and past how I can communicate with my teachers and my healthcare, and trying to be more grateful than I was.
What self-advocates think their lives might be like without the support of Families First and DSPs.
If I didn't have any DSPs, basically my life would be pretty much more anger and more stress than I've ever felt like in a while. And I would say having DSPs around is pretty much the best thing that's ever happened in my life. They mean the world to us, for all of us actually, and for Families First.
I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't be living in my own apartment by myself. I wouldn't be doing things with the community if I didn't have staff or case managers.
It won't be nothing without a DSP. I won't be here without a DSP.
It will be like almost like a nightmare.
Can you tell me a little more about that? Why would it be?
It's because I was just nothing to do, and I don't have anybody help me teach me how to cook more and teach me how to shop and do money and stuff like that. If I didn't have that, like I did in the past, it's not, it's not fun.
I think it would be terrible.
Very boring. Kind of lonely.
Bored and lonely. Things would be too dull and humdrum back at home.
I really don't know what I would do without my DSP, truthfully. I'm just so grateful.
A mess. I would not survive a long time, so.
Well, I probably wouldn't be getting out a lot, and I'd have I don't know, my freedom would be pretty limited.
I feel alone. I don't want to be alone.
Oh, it would change drastically. A lot.
What would that look like?
I'd probably be stuck in my room all day.
Without them, everybody will be out of this stuff, like having fun, like going to the lake or going to the beach or going out, going to Voices and Choices, you know. It's just hard, but it's good to have DSPs because they're cool. Bye.
I am excited to introduce my friend David Wheeler to anyone who is watching. I have known David for a really longest time, and he helped me through different situations when I was having a hard time. And that time, I'd like to add a little bit, is that time I was at respite. And one of the questions I have is, do you remember that time?
I do. Catherine, thank you for having me on. That was a long time ago. That was, you said you'd been with Families First for 16 years. That was probably 15 years ago. So it was a long time ago, but I do remember that time that you were at respite and you were having a hard time, and you called me up because I was covering your case that week, and I came over and we talked, and you got through it. It was, but it was a really good icebreaker kind of moment for us, and I think after that we were always kind of chums. So memories, you know.
Yeah, I do remember the memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
I'm excited to join you and answer any questions you might have, and hopefully we can have a good time. So.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I am happy. Yeah, I said that. Actually, I said that. So, before you came to Families First, how you heard about us?
Okay, so I was working for another agency in developmental services at the time in Northampton, Massachusetts, called Behavioral Health Network. And my wife and I wanted to move up to the Brattleboro area. And we saw in the paper that there was an ad for home provider, for an advocate at Families First. And we applied for that job, and we got that job. And then my wife actually became the provider. And then I applied as a DSP. So I joined as a DSP in 2008. And that was approximately 17 years ago. So.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Feels like yesterday, but it was a long time ago. So.
Wow. That's cool. So when you first came to Families First, at Families First, you're part of the service coordinator. So what do you do for your job and being a service coordinator during your day job?
Thank you for the question. So as a DSP, I did that for about a year, and then I applied to be a service coordinator as I saw an opening, pop up, and I had done that before at BHN. But, so in 2009, I became a service coordinator, and what we do as service coordinators is we help to supervise staff for our advocates. We make sure that the services that should be going to individuals who need to receive them, that they're happening and that they're being documented correctly and that supervision is happening with staff. And then we help to run team meetings. We did a lot of writing with regard to the individual service plan. We work with the guardians, and we're just kind of like liaisons for the team, which means we kind of help pull everything together. And we also help to work on any curveballs that come up. If there's, someone's having a hard time, like what happened with you at Respite that day. So we do take some calls around those things, and we'll help to, work on some regulation with people who are struggling. Or we might hook a person up with someone who can help them, because we can't fix everything, So at the end of the day, we just try our best to keep everything together. So that's our job.
That's cool. Do you like your job?
I love my job. Yeah, it's an amazing job. I get to help people. I get to work with a lot of amazing COSs and advocates and guardians and all my coworkers. I just feel like it's a great place to work. That's why I've been there for a long time. So
yeah, same thing with me.
Yeah, Families First is a good agency. I think we've got a pretty good reputation. I know I'm a little bit biased because I work there and everything, but it's a good place to work. So it's a great job.
I agree. Thanks to Julie Cunningham.
Big thanks to Julie Cunningham.
Yeah. So, what do you do for fun besides working at Families First?
For fun, well, I'm a musician, so I play guitar. I play for my church, Grace Church in Spofford. So I've been there for about 7 years, and I enjoy playing video games. I like going for hiking. I like working out. I'm a family man. I got 4 kids, my wife. So we do a lot of stuff together. We just finished birthday season, so lots going on. I'm pretty busy, but I really, if I have some time to myself, I love to read. I love music.
Of course.
And then, YouTube videos, video games, a little bit of everything. Kind of a jack of all trades. So.
Yeah. And last thing is, what you do before?
Before Families First?
Yeah. Before, yeah.
Or how about before Human Services? So
yeah.
Before BHN, I worked at ServiceNet, which is a mental health agency in Massachusetts, and I did some DSP work there. And then before that, believe it or not, I worked at a discount grocery store.
Wow.
So, and then before then, I worked in a factory as a plastics manufacturer.
Wow.
So, a lot of different jobs. So.
Pretty cool.
I'm much, much happier in Human Services, for the record. So.
Yeah, happy for you. So that's cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so thank you, David, for taking the time to be here today. Thank you to everyone who is watching in the audience. It's been really fun. And
it's my pleasure, honestly. My pleasure to be a part of your team, Catherine.
Yeah.
And I've seen you come a long, long way. And that, I think, is the best part of being a long-term service coordinator, is that you get to see tremendous growth and realized potential in a lot of the advocates that we work for. We get to see all kinds of amazing things happen. So that is, to me, definitely the best part. So.
Yeah. The best part is helping me. The last time from Silver Circle, I moved with my home provider to a different location, and him and Tyler helped me get my stuff from the Silver Circle to the new house.
Because sometimes we're part-time movers. That's always been that way. So.
Before we go, I'd like to mention the Body Walk, October 4th, 2025, at 10 a.m. at the Commons. We are looking for sponsors and supporters. If you are interested in being part of this, go to BrattleBodyWalk.org. I would like to thank BCTV for doing this for us, and thank everyone from Greg, who is sitting, Greg, who is editing, helping with filming, and cheering us on. And don't forget, DSP, Direct Support Professionals, Appreciation Week is coming up. And thank the DSPs, they deserve it. Thank you, DSPs. And that's a wrap.